So today we get a delivery in. It's the Mountains to Metal tailgate limiter. As you can see here, it comes with some necessary hardware, nut, bolt, I guess it's kind of a serrated washer already built onto it, locking nut, and this thing, which is, I'm assuming fits on the ball and the tailgate. It's a big long bolt. Of course, you got QR code for instructions, the actual limiter itself, and I love this how you can put, it's got a QR code on it as well. I don't know if it's the same as the other one, but it's got the degree angle that you want to limit to, so that's very nice. Also comes this other piece here, as well as a sticker, which is the most important thing. So vendors, just know that. That's what we're all looking for.
Good evening, everybody. This is Jody from Bird Dog Overthrow Adventures here. I'm going to cover installation of the Mountains to Metal tailgate limiter here. The reason why we got this is in the past, before we had these tail light lens covers, we were at the core event. We used to have our max tracks mounted to this hammer-built plate. And when we were at core, we were parked a little off grade, a little downgrade, just enough to when this heavy 37 swung the tire frame out, it hit it just hard enough, put a little spider web on the factory taillight lens. You can't see it right now because of these covers, but that's the reason why we got the covers on there until we get ready to upgrade the taillights themselves. But anyway, I want to show this to you guys real quick, so that way you know what you can do, your options are as well. If you want to put rotopacks back here, traction boards, high lift jack, you name it. Anything back here, it's an affordable option, a lot more affordable than some of the other options on the market are right now. So we'll take you back. So sit back and relax. Hope you enjoy the show. So just so y'all know I'm not lying, there is the spider web I was telling you about in the factory lens. All right, so we get started to start this installation. So one thing I noticed in the directions I looked, there's nothing about this. I'm assuming this is just a spare for the stock one. So I don't know, because it doesn't fit any of the things that come with it. So I'm not sure, like this thing here doesn't fit it. But so anyway, so there's nothing in directions about it either. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming, like I said, it might be just a stock one in case you screw up your factory one. But we got everything we need here. We got a couple of 6mm wrenches, a couple of 13mm sockets with the wrench extensions, all the hardware that come with it, and the piece itself. So we're gonna get this started for you guys. So the instructions call for removing this piece right here, which I have PPF, so I wouldn't try this with my trim panel removals. For some reason have been misplaced. I can't find them, so I'm going to try to see if I can get by with using a screwdriver just to keep it from being too bad here. There we go. You got 3 in here, you just got to pop out. You got to pop this side first. There we go. Because if you pop that side, you'll break these clips. So you got to make sure you don't do that because there's 2 clips there. But anyway, you just pop that out. Alright, so the directions do call us to remove this grommet. It's right here. I'm just going to pop this, see if I can pop this out. I don't know if there's a way to reach down there. You just got to try to pop that out. There we go. So it's just a little grommet. Alright, now you're going to take a little bit smaller of a screwdriver. It says to have somebody hold it. We're on a pretty level lot, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But we got to basically get this thing right here off. Yeah, this is why they have you tell somebody to hold it. So you take your 13mm wrench, you're going to break this loose. I've already done so. And this is where the factory shot thing bolts in. So we're going to unscrew this here. So we're going to try this, put this back in, put this on this thing, whichever degree you want. So I'm going to do it, we'll try 135 and see how that works. So this is where we'll start. This is, you have to bolt this down here. So I just want to put that on there. So you're going to take this bolt, come with it. We'll use this hole to install this up here and hold this end up. This also uses a 13mm socket. So we're going to line this up somewhat here. And I'm not going to snug this thing completely down just yet, but I do want to make sure it's on there decently tight. This 13mm socket just like the other one. Alright, so in this part, this is where this shiny piece right here comes in. You're going to push it about right in here in just a minute. First, I'm going to thread this through the bottom. I can't show you this both at the same time. And then we'll put this nut on top of it to hold it in place. But where that rubber grommet was, there's a hole there. And then we're going to try to get this lock nut. Alright, that's good and tight. You don't want to go too tight probably because it'll bend that down, which it is a little bit already. So if I don't want to do too tight, now I'll tighten the other side up and then we'll be done. Alright, we'll tighten this other piece down here. One. Alright, so we're going to pull the door back over here to get this lined up. And probably hopefully pop this thing back on. Ah, there we go. Click that back on. But that's a little bit too far. So I'm probably going to try I'm probably going to do 110 or 100. The good thing about this is that you can always go back and adjust it. So let's see, before I put that on real tight, let's see how far this thing goes. I think I'm still going to go 100. Just be on the safe side. Alright, so this is at 100. You can see there's probably about a 6-7 inch gap right here. So if you had Rotopacks on here, it'd probably be good at that. You might could go 110, I don't know. I mean, the good thing is that you can always go back and adjust this. Alright, so this is 100 degrees. Sorry for the mess in the back there. But just to give you an idea of how out that is, it's just a little bit more than 90. So I'm trying to stand at a perfect perpendicular angle so you can see, because 90 would be more like this as opposed to this. So it's not a lot more than 90, but probably more than enough than you need. The only way you'd ever want to swing it out is if you wanted to be able to get full access to your back while you had the tailgate table down, but I don't see why that would be an issue for me. So I'm not going to worry about that. You know, you can still get, the main part for me having a hardtop now, just being able to make sure I clear this, which I do by at least a good inch. So like I said, we're at 100. So you could probably, that's probably a safe point for me. You could probably go 110. You might be able to go 90 depending on what you want to use this for. But I think this is where I want my sweet spot at. So anyway, hope you guys like this. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Got a lot more content to come. And hope to have you guys along for the ride.